Good evening. This is Evening News on Remo Tv. I am Annie Baba Bekelimo. On national news, a handful of social media users have slammed the Kaduna State Governor, Nasser El-Rufai, over his recent comment to bombard bandits who kidnapped 29 students of the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, AFACA, even if some of the students will lose their lives. El-Rufai, in a webinar organized by the Africa Leadership Group and hosted by Pastor of Trinity House Church, Itua Hugo, on Thursday, had said the state government was ready to give up the lives of the students in planned bandit bombardment. He said, "We know it is risky. We know in the process we may lose some of the abductees, but it is a price we have to pay." This comment, however, has elicited different reactions from many Nigerians on social media. Yusuf Ange on Facebook advised, "Consult bigger and better minds with experience and expertise in this kind of operation so that parents won't watch their children shattered in pieces." Mython Chijoke believed that the governor should not have made such a comment to the public, as he said. Even if he wanted to risk it, it's not everything you say to the public. Ajabintu Babashehu said, "Now that the students have been freed, you and your army should go and bombard them to avoid further occurrences, since you know where they are, period." Still on national news. 8 people suspected to be hoodlums operating under the name unknown gunmen on Thursday night were gunned down in a gun battle with joint security operatives. In Owerri, it was gathered that the incident, which started early hours of Thursday, ended at about 9:30 p.m. with the final battle of Inquito Junction in Olo local government area of Imo State. Also, 8 vehicles were said to have been recovered from the said hoodlums, as well as sophisticated ammunition which they used to challenge the joint security forces. The exchange of bullets chilled the town into chaos, resulting in roadside traders, shop owners, banana sellers, as well as motorists, commuters forced to abandon the west to a safer destination. On international news, hopes that India's rampaging second wave of COVID-19 is peaking were set back on Thursday as record daily infections and deaths were reported, and as the virus spread from cities to villages that were poorly equipped to cope. Government modeling had forecast a peak by Wednesday in infections that have overwhelmed the healthcare system, with hospitals running out of beds and medical oxygen. A record of 412,262 new cases and 3,980 deaths were reported over the past 24 hours, taking total infections past 21 million and the overall death toll to 230,168, Health Ministry data showed. On sports news, Valtteri Bottas outpaced Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in a competitive start to the Spanish GP weekend in practice 1 at Barcelona. Bottas, who on Thursday robustly batted away reports suggesting his Mercedes seat was under imminent threat, edged out Red Bull's Verstappen by 0.033 seconds in the opening session, with championship leader Hamilton just over a tenth back in third place. Mercedes are defending a run of 8 successive pole positions at the aerodynamically demanding circuit, and so Red Bull will be buoyed by starting the weekend so close to the chief rivals. Lastly, on entertainment news, Hugo was born in the UK but grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and stayed here until his early 20s when he came back to the UK for university. He long had an interest in technology and in particular the business side of the industry. In light of this, he opted to study international business, economics and finance at Manchester University. Upon completion of his studies, like many of his peers, he decided to get a job in finance working for G Capital. He quickly realized, however, that the corporate life wasn't for him and decided to set up his own company helping large organizations find diverse talent for graduate recruiting. Some of the companies they worked with included Google when they first moved to the UK, as well as many leading investment banks, law and accounting firms. Maintaining an interest in Nigeria and being entrepreneurial by nature, Hugo took note of a shift in the narrative around Africa being a rising star in the early 2010s. Many people he knew from the diaspora had started moving into Nigeria, and during a conversation with a friend discussing the rise of the music and film industry, they realized how big the gaming industry could be. Many tech companies, particularly the e-commerce space, were expanding to Africa, so he had confidence that building something would be feasible. This was the birth of Maliyo Games, a company that would explore creating games for African consumers that would increase diversity in scene in gaming the same way Afrobeats has for music and Nollywood for film. That is all we have for heavy news in Remo TV. You can follow us on every of our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at official Remo TV. You can also check our websites at www.remotv.com with the NG. I remain Alibaba Bukelonwa. Good night.